I always think that it's an incredible privilege to be in the same room, like my co-founder, my soulmate, Hema Vallabh, who is just an incredible woman entrepreneur and who has been with me in this journey as we built an entire ecosystem. So let's go back to the beginning. Hema, where did it start?
Let's start with who we are at the moment. So again, always such a privilege to be by your side. Quite literally today in a COVID world, that wasn't always the case. So we don't take these moments for granted. But yeah, Nads, we always say we were living a COVID life before COVID. What is it? 2006, right? So we've been together for almost 17 years, of which we've actually only lived in the same city for 18 months.
Yeah.
That's the first 18 months of our partnership, right? So yeah, we've been doing this COVID thing before it was fashionable to do so, and showing how remote working, remote living, virtual connections can actually come to life even across the distance. It's been such a magical journey. Not always easy, lots of challenges, lots of blood, sweat and tears that goes into a dream. But I couldn't have chosen anybody better to have walked this journey with. But that's looking back. I'm more excited about what's to come.
And that is really exciting because while we've done so much work since 2006, and now we're totally giving away our ages, for us, it's really around the evolution of an entire ecosystem that we have built, supported, and fought tooth and nail for. So let us talk about the end of the ecosystem. What does this look like, right? What does this feel like? And how is it that we are breaking biases every single day to make this work?
Well, that's just it, We always say it's not something that happens overnight. So since 2006, we have been supporting and developing girls and women in engineering, first through our nonprofit WomEng. Started very much as a pipe dream, really breaking the biases that we ourselves faced as engineering students studying at UCT. Started in a classroom, right? And WomEng really has taken a life of its own, and we work at every step of the talent pipeline, from girls as young as 6 years old, because we know that's where the biases start, right? Girls as young as 6 years old are starting to believe that boys are smarter, or this is a girl's job and this is a boy's job, and that's not okay. So at WomEng, starting from primary school, breaking biases, creating awareness around the importance of things like maths and science and how fun and cool that can be, and through high school, talking about, considering tertiary education, careers of choice around STEM, which we define as science, technology, engineering, and manufacturing, rather than traditional mathematics, and really encouraging girls to pursue careers in this previously male-dominated field. But it doesn't stop there. Beyond just talent pipeline, that's what WomEng was doing. But we actually realized that there's something very special that happens when women start leading their own businesses. And we started playing in the innovation and entrepreneurship space, and that's where WomHub was started. And maybe talk about a little bit what WomHub does.
And what's so incredible is that WomHub is a boutique incubator for female-led innovators in science, technology, engineering, and manufacturing. What we love to do is work with tinkerers and innovators who are at the coalface of really breaking the biases, breaking the barriers, and creating businesses that thrive. And so we build a number of these really exciting programs to support entrepreneurs, thinking about how is it that their businesses can grow, thinking about how them as leaders can grow, and thinking about really how is it that they can create new job opportunities for economic prosperity, not just for themselves and their community, but for a country, for a continent, for the world.
Because we really know when women start businesses, and make no mistake, we're starting highly commercial businesses that are scalable with high growth, but there's often impact at its core. And that's really been the golden thread that's run through our ecosystem as well. So from WomEng, moving on to WomHub, which actually launched around 2016, and not just running programs, but very excited that in 2020, we actually launched our very first home for our female founders. We launched our first physical space, our innovation hub, and actually the first innovation hub and co-working space for female founders in STEM in Africa. And that was very special for us because we find that, it's not just about the programming that we do, but having a home where our female founders can come, a community which we're building where they can talk to like-minded female founders, where they're subject matter experts. We run venture clinics, events, workshops, a marketplace where our female founders can also showcase their products and innovations. So that was really exciting for us. But it's not all excitement, right? What we also realize in this journey is, again, top female talent, incredible female-led businesses, full-on mandates to grow and scale and really leapfrog a lot of problems that we're seeing on the continent. In Africa in general, but with female founders in particular, we are starting businesses that fill the gap, that are solving real-life problems. But there's just not enough capital being allocated to support these female founders. And it was really with that in mind, we always say we know how to choose our battles. WomEng, WomHub, our ecosystem was really built on the philosophy that, when you see a problem, you can sit back and complain about it, or you can do something about it. And this is the next big leap we're taking. Jumping into the world of finance, the world of VC, as we raise our first fund, 535 Ventures, with a mandate to invest specifically in female-led businesses across the continent with tech-enabled solutions. Because that needle is not going to shift if there aren't enough women at investment decision-making tables. So at 535, we're largely a female-led fund. We're investing in female businesses that come through the WomHub pipeline and the bigger network we've built across the continent. But we're also incredibly deliberate about getting more women on our cap table as investors. So when we talk gender, we're talking, go big or go home. Because we're not just shifting the needle, we're creating a whole new ecosystem altogether.